What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight, the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
I'm looking for confidence and boldness from the homeowner when they're styling their home.
Renowned interior designer Deirdre Whelan.
I'm looking for functionality, originality and personality.
And award-winning architect Peter Crowley.
Social media has a huge influence on people's homes these days, but this year we are looking for leaders, not followers.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Barrister Fiona Carolan and her husband Martin Murphy live in a recently renovated red brick home in Dublin.
What was really important for me was to create different moods and atmospheres as you move through the house and go from room to room. There are a lot of dark colours in this home, and I was really inspired by what I saw on the internet. I spent a lot of time looking at Pinterest and Instagram. I just saw other people being brave, so I just thought, sure, why not? I'll roll the dice and do it as well. I really wanted a kitchen diner that was the real heart of the home, where everyone would feel relaxed. People could be sitting down at dinner, they could be making a cup of tea, and there'd be a nice flow to the room, so there was a nice energy. And then the fact that we had light coming in from the bay window and the back of the house just made it really special.
The staircase was a labour of love for me. It took me months to strip it, sand it, varnish it and paint it, but I'm really delighted with the outcome. It looks great now.
This is our favourite spot because we come in from work and we just want to relax and chill out, and we just feel transported to another world. We are really proud of what we've achieved. We've had a really intense year. We got married and we renovated all in the same time frame, so that put a lot of pressure on us to get everything done.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love it, we really do.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
This house is the last in the terrace, so it's been bookended, which means it's going to be quite a bit larger than any of the others along here.
They seem to have changed the clear glass out for tinted glass to all the windows, and I wonder what that will do to the inside of the house.
Should we go inside?
Let's.
Wow. This is not what I was expecting.
Me neither, I have to say. Whoa.
I feel like I've just entered a club. I should be looking for the cloakroom and ready to pay now to see the rest. It's powerful. There's some strong decisions made here, the colours especially, but I wonder, is it a little kind of austere?
Austere? Oh, I think that's very strong. I'm delighted because the original features are here, the staircase, the handrail, the newel post, and because they've used matte paint, any blemishes sort of disappear. But my goodness, what a statement.
It's moody.
Moody, not austere.
Oof. Should we go inside and see what's next?
Let's.
This is very impressive.
It's really bright compared to the entrance hall, which was quite dark. This is really refreshing. When we walked in, I didn't actually expect to find the kitchen at the front of the house. Normally it's at the back, but here they've arranged it so it's at the front and allows the dining area then to be adjacent to the garden and the patio doors, and that works a treat.
The use of natural materials makes a big difference, doesn't it? The oak floor, that large format herringbone, and these brick walls with the distressed brick, the kind of yellow colour. It just brings a lot of personality to the space and a warmth.
There are elements of this kitchen that work particularly well. That really dark green against the white and the pink. Very brave.
Great dining area. The green is really good because it creates a very nice, intimate feeling. The fact that the ceiling is painted green as well. The table is fantastic. The oval is really good for social occasions. This one is based on a classic Saarinen table.
The fact that they removed that entire wall and the introduction of that glass has just made such a huge impact to this room, but also to the kitchen, because this wall has been removed. So you have great connectivity now between the kitchen and this dining area.
It's a beautiful room, and I think it functions perfectly.
Oh, hold on.
Where's he gone?
Now I'm dressed appropriately. Look at this great room. I'm a star.
What's interesting about this room is it's north-facing, and this homeowner has decided it's never going to have light. Let's not worry about that. So they've gone and painted it, what's midnight blue maybe. It's strong, it's decadent, it's another very powerful room, isn't it?
Peter, would you sit down on the couch?
Absolutely.
What's amazing there is you see they understand colour. So if you like the blue of the chair and the blue of your jacket are not dissimilar, and yet they sit perfectly against that orange. So great understanding of how you use bold colours.
Speaking of colour, the homeowner's favourite spot is nearly blended into this couch. This is an incredibly comfortable couch. I think it's a recreation of a classic. It's a really nice piece. What do you think, Hugh?
Yeah, but you can see why it's their favourite spot. Sitting here, the fire roasting, and you can just chill out and relax, get your feet up on that couch.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful furniture. You've got a G-plan here. This was hot in the 70s.
What I like a lot about this room is how the homeowner has made that the centerpiece by making the built-in wardrobes the same colour as the walls. They shrink into the background and let this be the star.
And you've got your bit of glam in the light fitting.
Yeah, I think it's unnecessary, funny enough, in this room. I also think it's too low. Deirdre, you'd hit your head in that.
No, I wouldn't. It's actually positioned well over the bed. So if I'm sitting down, I'll never stand up straight. I always lean forward and go forward.
That's
You'll
a
never
cheat.
get up
You're
straight.
just cheating. It's just too low for me.
Hugh, I thought you'd love that drama.
I'm much more subtle than that, Peter.
Subtle as a sledgehammer. Now, talking of subtle. Wow. I noticed that the doors run right to the floor, but I wasn't expecting this.
Oh, Hugh, wow. Bubblegum pink.
South Beach.
Going through this house, it felt like a bit of a jack-in-the-box. You're kind of waiting for the moment, waiting for something to happen. We opened the doors of this ensuite and it's just exploded.
Just love it.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
This home is all about drama and theatre. But what I really like about it is that they've balanced it out with the introduction of contrasting colours and timber. This is a fabulous home and it's a 9 from me.
I loved the collection of classic pieces, from the dining room table and chairs to the bedside lockers and light fittings. What a delicious and avant-garde home, and I'm giving it a 9.
This homeowner's confidence with colour is to be commended, but at times it goes a little too far for me, particularly in the hallway, which sets an odd tone upon entry.
Colm Digby and Una McNerney wanted their Irish home to take advantage of their stunning location and sea views in County Kerry.
One of the planning restrictions was we had to fit in with the other cottages. So the architect came up with the concept of almost like little cottages disguised as a house. We went with slate just because it's a natural product, because it's the coastal area. It's locally sourced here in Kerry.
I think one of the important things for us was that it would kind of sit in nicely into its environment, and I think it does that very well. I think what we wanted from this home was that it would be minimalistic materials, very subtle colours, and it's open without being too open. And for us, it was really, really important to maximise as much as possible the views.
One of the items for me on the bucket list when we were building the house was to have a cinema room. It's very much an indulgence.
This is my favourite spot. I can sit here and I have an unbroken view of the Atlantic. I have an old stone wall in front of me and I can see the castle behind. I can see Loop Head. It just reminds me of how lucky we are to have this special home.
The house far exceeded our expectations once we started out on the journey of what we were going to build, but never ever dreamed that it would actually culminate in this house.
Beautiful seaside location.
Yeah, Look at these simple slate forms. They're just so suitable in the context. So this is like a cluster of cottages, which is very interesting. What I really like about this is it's very traditional on a certain level. We've got cut slate walls, we've got slate gables and roofs. The black, simple form, I think, is reflective of the black that we see in the cliff and the cut face, and it's really suitable, well judged.
Well, let's go and explore the slate house. This is a very nice entrance hall. Look at that. That's fantastic. Those big sliding doors that kind of separate the hall from the living dining, and then that amazing view beyond.
Yeah, it's all very simple and modern and pared back in here, isn't it? This polished concrete floor is beautiful. It feels like they've brought some of the beach up here in the aggregate, and it's really nicely executed.
A very architectural space, particularly in terms of detailing, as you say, Peter. I've got no skirtings, I have a recessed detailing, sliding doors, and a concrete floor. But in fact, that's not that simple to do, Peter.
No, it's difficult, especially to get this kind of quality, and it needs a client with a lot of confidence, because once you started, there's no going back. We have the open plan kitchen, dining, living space. The form here is great because you can read that cottage we could see outside, and they've kept everything open instead of putting in the ceiling. So there's a great sense of height and light. They've used the eastern roof here to put roof lights. So we're going to get plenty of morning light. We have evening light coming through the westerly facades here. This is a bright, warm space, very suitable for a family.
Very functional kitchen. It looks like a nice, comfortable width between the back counter and the front counter. Colour tones are quite graphic and almost masculine. You know, black, whites, greys.
When I look over here, I just think, twinkle, twinkle, little star. I'm looking at the universe because of the fleck in the splashback. Isn't that great?
To infinity and beyond, Hugh.
I just think it's disappointing that I'm in the kitchen and I can't actually engage with the view. You know, the utility room has a better view than the kitchen, and I think that's disappointing.
I think you're right, Hugh. This is a house with a strong concept that's been followed through, and maybe they've been a little slavish to that. On the other hand, it does occur to me that because it is so public here with the walkway going by, that maybe they've actually created a little retreat for themselves so that they can hide away from all of that every now and again. But you are correct.
Very nice family space, just adjacent to the dining and kitchen area. Lovely little recess for all the family photographs and artwork. Simple colour palette, just the pale grey's been continued through.
This central block you've got your back to works very well. Architects use this device sometimes to separate open plan spaces so that we can just create little areas within it without using doors. And I notice in the ends of the central unit, they've got the timber dried and stored ready for the winter, which is very nice.
It would be lovely to see a bit of natural material in here, maybe in the table or in that alcove over there. For me, a little bit of colour wouldn't have gone amiss, not much, but it would have made the difference to this room.
Well, definitely the best spot in the house, lads. This is lovely. I don't think I'll move at all now for the rest of the day. Beautiful view of the ocean and the dunes and then the landscape beyond. I'd say the owners fight over who sits in here first and for the rest of the day. I'll see you later, okay?
Very simple bedroom. Architecturally, the style is coming in here, you know, the simplicity of the detailing, those light greys, but really this bedroom is just all about the view.
There's kind of almost a little bit of a hotel vibe about it when you come into the bedroom area. You've got the wardrobes on the left, which are really nicely integrated, and then having the bathroom, and then you come into the bedroom proper.
You are right. This layout is very familiar. For me, though, it's just about this view again. It's like a 4 metre by 2 metre ever-changing painting, and it's spectacular.
It may well be spectacular, but by golly are you on display.
This home is an excellent example of how to build in a sensitive landscape. The minimal detailing and material palette are really well judged and executed. This allows the phenomenal location and views available from this home to remain the star of the show. I am delighted to award this house a 9.
In this home, the architecture and interior are very much in harmony. This is a very functional family home, and I'm going to give it an 8.
The owner's motivation to create a home of architectural simplicity through the use of simple detailing and materials is admirable.
When interior designer Anne-Marie Burke built a revival period home in Dublin, she took the opportunity to create contemporary interiors for her family.
We bought a dormer bungalow and we decided to rebuild, and as a result we have a modern home with all the period features. When we built the house, my primary focus was on having a really nice family living space with lots of light. I love the children to be able to bring their friends back. I love entertaining also, so it's a great space for doing that. I would consider the colour palette of our home to be quite neutral. Black carries other colours, white, same thing. This is my favourite spot. I love to be able to sit down in the evening, relax, look out at the garden and still be part of everything that's going on around me. This is my dream home. I love it. It's a really special place to live and we're very lucky to have a home like this.
An elegant period home, but looking around at the houses either side and indeed at the other side of the street, I think this area was built maybe in the 40s or 50s, so this is unlikely to be an original period home.
I suspect you're right, Peter, but it's perfectly proportioned in terms of symmetry and harmony. So I'm hoping the inside is as good as the outside.
Shall we go? Ooh, a very grand entrance. Cream colours on the walls, beautiful stone flooring, and a bit of bling with that chandelier.
The polished plaster is amazing, isn't it? It's ground marble dust, and they work it into this beautiful finish, and it just keeps light rebounding in the space.
I'm so delighted to come into this hall, and the architectural style that we've seen on the outside of this home has been carried through. But best of all, I have a view straight through to the garden, and I just love that. I'm going to enjoy this house immensely.
The scale of this is absolutely enormous. And the connection to the garden is just incredible. This is southerly, so we have morning light through the midday into the evening.
I'm just gobsmacked. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, that's just drama, isn't it? It's just wax dripping off a chandelier.
Beautiful finish to the kitchen, quartz countertops, lovely little detail of a handrail, and the dishwasher. I spend my life on my knees trying to get the plate out of the back. It's a brilliant idea to have it at this height. Look at the size of that stove. I would love a stove like that in my kitchen, but unfortunately, there'd be no room left.
I can actually feel the heat here. Should we go on?
Let's.
The barrel vault is incredible, isn't it? It's a really amazing volume. It's very modern here. All of a sudden, we've lost the cornices, we've lost all of that detail we had in the previous rooms as we've come through here. And then there's the furniture. You know, we've got the Philippe Starck chairs, which are quite nice. But then there's these black chairs with silver cushions. I think it's a bit conflicting, to be honest.
Well, I think the drama that we saw in the kitchen has certainly been brought into the dining area with the distressed mirror, massive big fireplace. Even though they have the lovely candles on the table, I think it needs a big pendant, and there's an acoustic issue in this room. A big rug would really help.
Beautiful hand-painted wall, which is like a Monet. Extraordinary room, it's like the Great Gatsby. But I do agree with you, Deirdre, a pendant light and a big rug would have made the difference. Look what I found now. The owner's favourite spot. I like this because I'm sort of on the cusp between the old and the new, and I've got that fantastic garden. I love the way it's so formally laid out, and the furniture here is quite French, so I think I'm sitting in a mini chateau. Look at the colours in this room. My goodness, I think I've just walked back into the elegancy of the 50s. Great big mirror, again, that distressed look that we've seen elsewhere in this house.
What I like about this room is the restraint that's been shown. Very calm colour palette, just off-whites. But what really caught my eye are the curtains, Hugh. They look like you might want to sleep in them. They're so lush and rich. Beautiful elegance in this room.
And you have those gorgeous views over the gardens here, which is a really nice thing to have from a bedroom. What I always like in a bedroom is when it's big enough that you can use it for something other than sleeping. And this homeowner has put this classic chair, that's also very comfortable here. And we have Coco Chanel here, Hugh, which is a nod to the 50s vibe here, maybe.
Could be the inspiration for this room. Marvellous revival period home, perfectly proportioned both internally and externally, with an amazing formal garden. And I'm giving it an 8.
The rear open plan room containing the kitchen, dining and living areas works very well. I do think that this home suffers from the ground floor reception rooms being bypassed and rarely used. I give this supersized family home a 7.
The owner of this home certainly knows how to create a bit of theatre. I love the master bedroom. It's very restrained and very elegant, and I would have loved to have seen more of that in this home.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Peter reveals his score for the red brick home in Dublin.
You go in that front door and I felt like I was at the cloakroom of a club. It was dark, it was moody, it was fantastic. This couple oozed creativity and the house reflected that. For that reason, I gave this a 9 as well.
Well done, Peter.
3 9s is a 27.
Next, Hugh reveals what he gave the architectural home in Kerry.
You entered through little courtyard where you could shower off after surfing, and then you went through this home and it was all about the view. But for me, it was all about the view back in as well, funny enough. And for that reason, I gave this home a 7.
What? So a 9, an 8 and a 7, it gives us 24.
And finally, Deirdre tells us her score for the revival period home in Dublin.
Great functional kitchen, fabulous master bedroom, overall a great home, but there were definitely some acoustic issues and therefore I gave this home a 7.
Yeah, you could tell that when you were walking around.
Well, 2 7s and an 8, that gives us 22. And we have our winner.
A worthy finalist, and I'm delighted to see this home go through.
3 9s.
Absolutely, brilliant.
The home through to the final is the red brick home in Dublin. Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.